Hey guys, what's up? It's Vatonage. Welcome to the Nether expansion add-on. For this add-on, I'm on 1.17.10, but it should work on other versions, but it probably won't work on the betas. So I'm going to make a new world. You need these experimental settings on for it to work, so just turn these on whenever you're using any add-ons. And I'm going to turn on cheats, and here are the behavior pack and resource packs. And I'm just going to turn off multiplayer. So this add-on only adds stuff to the Nether, and it adds a bunch of cool stuff. So let me go into creative and set up portal. Alright, so it adds a bunch of new blocks into the Nether. Let me get out of this cave really quick. Alright, so right away there's new like spike things and dripstone. So let me set it to peaceful so I don't get killed. If you go into survival and break these, you get glowstone, and if you break the other ones, you get netherrack. And there's this bamboo thing, you can break it for nether reed, which is in some recipes, and you can just break these for more glowstone and stuff. And you might have noticed some new mobs, so yeah, that's a thing now. Let me find some netherrack though. Alright, so if we break these, you get netherrack, so they're just decoration basically. And there's also some new zombie variants. These are basically just zombies, but they have more health. And it's in peaceful right now. Let me set it to hard. So now they're gonna attack me, and they're pretty easy to deal with. But the other stuff that gets added is pretty strong, so let me go creative. And you might have noticed something else over here. I think it despawned though. We'll be going into that as well soon. And there's kind of new biomes. There's these new quartz sand blocks, which if you break, then you get quartz. And it like sets a big area to this, like a biome. You can't add like official custom biomes yet to the Nether. At least I don't think so. And there's one more of those types of thing. It's more of a black block. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. So it's just for decoration mainly. This one, the other one you can't pick up unless you have silk touch maybe. But yeah, this one is just for decoration, and it looks pretty cool. It's like a black gravel you can use for decorating your bases and stuff. And here's a new ore. It gives you a soul. There's some more right there. And there's a bastion right there. But the easiest way to find this is to go into soul sand valleys, because they spawn really commonly in soul sand. But yeah, you can see there's ores, and right here is a nether iron ore. So if you break that, you get some iron nuggets. And so there is one new structure that this adds, and 3 new weapons. So let me try and find the structure. It's really rare, so I probably won't find it naturally generating. So I'll just spawn in the structure really quick. Alright, so here is the structure. Normally it's supposed to spawn on like the ground in a random place. But it's just, if you go down here, there's a soul block if you need souls. But this thing is pretty cool. If you right click it, then it spawns in a new boss along with some of those things that you saw earlier. Now these things alone are pretty easy to deal with. They only take a couple hits. But this boss is actually pretty crazy. So let me get the spawn eggs for these things really quick and go over here. So I'm gonna get like full netherite. And it's gonna be really difficult to take out, so I'll probably need like a couple golden apples as well, because my netherite has no enchantments. So let me go into survival and eat this. And let's take care of all of these things first. So this thing shoots out a lot of fireballs compared to a normal blaze. Oh, and the boss down there is attacking me. Let me go further away because it has some really far range. So yeah, let's go right here and go into survival. So here's just a normal one. It's really easy to deal with if you get it before attacking. But the boss shoots insane fireballs. It's really loud. And yeah, I'm gonna go in creative because it has a lot of health. But if you had like diamond armor, you would go flying because of all the explosions. But netherite has some good knockback resistance. Oh, and also I forgot to mention that these new charred mobs spawn really commonly on top of this black stuff, and they're basically just a stronger blaze, but they're not as strong as the one of those. So here's what I'm talking about for it being easier to find souls in soul sand valleys. If you break these, then you get soul, and these are really important for crafting. So let me just collect a couple of them. They're pretty rare still, even in soul sand valleys where they're in the soul sand. But if you don't have a soul sand valley near you, you can still find them in ore form. So let me just spawn in some more souls. So you need 9 for a block, and you just put them in like this and you can get a block. It doesn't show up in the crafting menu in this version because it's a block, but let me show you the recipes for the new stuff. So here's let's do the soul wand first. So this is a soul wand. You need some of that nether bamboo thing, and you can get a soul wand. This is a soul staff. You need blaze rods and a soul block. And this is an advanced soul staff, and it takes a diamond block and 2 soul blocks and 2 blaze rods. But let me go into creative really quick so I can spawn these in, because these are really overpowered. At least the last 2 are. So the soul wand is pretty basic. Let me set it to hard so stuff spawns. But basically what the soul wand does is it just shoots a small little projectile, and it does a little bit of damage, but it's honestly pretty bad, but it's really cheap, so I guess it makes sense. And then next is the soul staff. So this will shoot a projectile as well, but it will teleport everything to the projectile. So let me show you. It's really crazy. So you shoot this, and then everything nearby the projectile gets teleported and withered. So if you shoot it, then they get attracted to the projectile, and it does a lot of damage as well. Yeah, see, they got teleported over to where the projectile was going. And it does it in a 5-block radius, but this one, it's basically the same thing, but it does it in a 15-block radius, and it does more damage. So let's just shoot it right here. Yeah, it killed that ghast pretty easily, and it does a lot of damage. And it stops when the projectile either hits the ground or hits a mob, so it can last for quite a while. And it does a lot of damage. Let's try it on the boss. So let's try and get a pretty good throw here so it doesn't hit anything. So yeah, as you can see, this boss has a lot of health, and it's just taking a lot of damage just from the withering effect, because it withers everything nearby. And if I just shoot it with the projectile, then it does a bit of damage to the health bar. I think it does like 13 damage, which is like a sharpness 5 diamond sword or something. It's pretty good. But yeah, that's basically it for the add-on. It adds a lot of, you know, like random stuff to make it make the nether like more interesting. Because even with the nether update, It's kind of getting bland, but it adds a lot of new stuff to spice it up. Like if I go into survival and break this bamboo, pretty cool, it breaks all the bamboo. But it only gives you one, so you have to watch out for that. And you can also, if you want, you can make sticks out of the bamboo thing. Like this. That's another use for it, but the bamboo doesn't really have much of a use, it's just decoration mainly. And the new blocks are also mainly just for decoration, but the new mobs and weapons are a lot of fun. I can't wait to try them out in my own world. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this add-on. I'll see you guys in the next add-on video. Bye guys.